I hope everybody in the audience is ready to be charmed, because we have more bad songs to talk about in a,
Woo!
well, I guess I'm sober, but...
I'm also sober. I think we're all way too sober this year.
Hold on, I can be not sober if you want me to.
I mean, that's
Go
a decision that only you can make.
I'm gonna grab my fucking hard
yeah.
cider. Give me a second. Anyways.
So, this might have been a little delayed, because everybody decided to move in December, but
Yep! Because we're very smart.
2022 certainly was a year in music. I don't know, I feel like overall I was kind of spoiled by how good 2021 was.
2021 was good. So yeah, we were setting expectations high.
Yeah. I mean, I still found a lot of pretty great stuff independently, but pop charts were kind of one of the worst years we've had in a while. Even though I try to avoid the pop radio, I just listen to it at work sometimes, and it's not good.
Yeah, that tracks.
But personally, there's one thing I noticed a lot, and I feel like this year there are kind of a lot of like clone songs. Like, instead of listening to the on-brand song, we have that song at home, and your mom hands it to you. And
that's incredible.
I guess then we're gonna get a great value out of today's analysis.
Well, I'm skipping most of them, because there's only so much I can say about, like, hey, Sweetest Pie by Dua Lipa kind of sounds like There's Nothing Holding Me Back by Shawn Mendes. I'm sure both of you are inherently familiar enough with these songs to know exactly what I'm talking about.
Oh, absolutely.
Yes, as always, I completely know what Eris is saying. It's not fucking hieroglyphics coming out of this woman's mouth.
Not at all.
But the other thing about it, too, is that, remember the early 2010s level of lazy sampling?
No.
Even I do, so...
Well, it's back.
It's back, baby!
So many of a lot of the year's biggest songs, too. Like First Class by Jack Harlow, or Big Dick Energy by Lotto, because we needed a song called Big Dick Energy.
In 2022.
Yeah.
That's the first title you said that I actually vaguely can even recall.
Like, even Charlie XCX released a song that should have been a cover. And I think...
Ooh, ouch.
And I think that's, like, the big thing, is just, I don't think big artists are allowed to make covers anymore.
Yeah.
Like, you used to be able to just cover any song you want and release it to the radio, and that'd be cool, and it's like the Great American Songbook, and like everybody thought it was great. It's like, if you can't write your own songs, just don't.
Store-bought is fine.
Well, that's what the value of mashup artists is today. Like, Libra H made a fucking great mashup album called Late Night Vibes this year, and, like, I discovered them.
The thing is, like, even if you're, like, a big artist like Taylor Swift or whatever, I'm sure Taylor Swift wants to write cover songs do a cover song every once in a while.
Perhaps.
The biggest offender of this is probably going to be obvious to the majority of my audience. David Guetta and Bebe Rexha decided that they wanted to make a cover of I'm Blue, Dabba Dee Dabba Die.
Oh, I have heard that on the fucking radio, and I'm like, this hurts my nostalgia.
Except no one's allowed to make covers anymore, so they had to make a remix, and it's just the same song, but instead of sounding like it was made in the 90s, one of the best periods in time for dance music, don't at me, it sounds like it was made in the early 2010s, because it was produced by David Guetta, who mostly is known for his stuff produced in the early 2010s. And they changed the lyrics.
And a generation was ruined, trounced upon, perhaps even swept aside.
I don't have fond nostalgia for I'm Blue. Like, that's one of the earworms that I genuinely find quite annoying. And yet this song makes me... like, feel like, oh, they ruined Blue Dabba Dee, even though it's a song that basically ruined itself.
I'm good, yeah, I'm feeling alright. Baby, I'ma have the best fucking night of my life.
I feel like people always point to EDM lyrics and are like, it's bad. And then other people are like, well, it's dance music. It's not supposed to have good lyrics. But like, if I'm at a club and I hear a song, I'm obviously not holding up my phone to Shazam it while I'm dancing to it, but I want lyrics that are identifiable.
Yeah.
For example, I was at a club...
What lyrics are more identifiable than dabba-dee-ba-da-dabba-dee?
Yeah.
It's gobbledygook. Everybody says that.
It's still the iconic I'm blue, and like for talking about how blue they are, they live in a blue house with blue windows. It's like for not good lyrics, but for iconic lyrics, for identifiable, they have some sort of meaning.
You know what this man
for
is
some
about.
sort of structure. Like I was saying, I was at a club in Germany once, and they played a song, and I really liked it because of like it had a really sick drop, and I distinctly remember the lyrics.
I wake up every day is a daydream.
And I went home and Googled those lyrics, and I found the song incredibly easily. Or like, I don't know, there's a Patricia Taxon song where it's
Special. Call me crazy, call me slow. Got my own cilantro mixture. Watch me roll and watch me go.
These are fun lyrics. I wanna fucking dance to your cilantro mixture.
Any day.
For once, cilantro doesn't ruin what it is added to.
Imagine, if you will.
The lyrics, like I've complained about Neo's Let's Go before, where the lyrics are Let's Go, or I'm good, where the lyrics are I'm good, yeah, I'm feeling alright. It's like...
Oh my god, I just realized what it is. It's the version of wacko positive version of Nine Inch Nails' Head Like a Hole that they sing, that Miley Cyrus sings in her episode of Black Mirror, while she's, like, being brainwashed.
Yeah, I can take it, so don't you fake it. I know your love's my destiny.
Yeah, I haven't seen that episode, but, like,
Because
that's
her managers or whatever are like controlling her brain. That's the version of Head Like a Hole that she puts out. That's exactly what that song is.
If you're not going to try to give your song any amount of character whatsoever in the lyrics, just don't have lyrics. Use some sort of nonsensical vocal splice to get those vocals in, but it's all chopped up and screwy, so no one's listening for the lyrics anyway. Or just write a fucking instrumental song and cut the singer out of it.
If you're gonna make such a song with such generic lyrics, why would you use Blue Dabba Dee, one of the weirdest fucking songs? It's like, who was it released a pastiche of I'm Too Sexy? Drake, okay. It's fucking like, why would you make a pastiche of I'm Too Sexy? Again, the artists are not allowed to make covers anymore, but also make it just like soulless and unfunny and not energetic at all.
But that's what Drake does. He ruins songs.
I think I've said my piece on I'm good, yeah, I'm feeling alright. At least until next year, because a few days ago, they dropped an acoustic version!
And wherever it takes me, I'm down for the ride.
Why? Why
So,
would they do
I
that?
can see it working.
You get
Might
rid of
work
the
better.
dance riff, you just play generic guitar chords and sing the new shitty, nonsensical, meaningless, generic fuck lyrics.
Oh, I can't see that working.
Oh, yeah, nah.
So it's just basically like, Christian day camp music.
Oh god, it is.
I think they succeeded in making the... What happens when you get to a cover of a cover? And,
It's like the acoustic version of I Took a Pill in Ibiza.
It's the musical equivalent of a quaternary source, or maybe tertiary. I don't know how the math works.
I think that was the first big theme of 2022. But before I get into my list, I've heard that you two have your own things you brought to the table for this year, and I'd love to hear what you have in store, and if you're going to touch on anything that I have prepared.
Mm-hmm. Rowan, why don't you go first?
I will go first because I have very little to say. I think last year I was like, I listened to nothing this year but sea shanties, and this year I basically listened to like Wolf Girl and Black Dresses and cried. So I didn't listen to much pop radio this year. The one I'm gonna bring is Taylor Swift's Antihero, which feels like low-hanging fruit, especially since I haven't actually listened to it all the way through. It's just the lyrics. It's just that one line. I don't know it exactly, but like...
Everybody is a sexy baby.
Are you saying that you don't consider me a sexy baby?
No,
I
I'm
consider
not
you
even
more of
for
a
the
cool
bit.
baby.
Yes, you are absolutely a cool baby.
I'm an army baby. I'm off to the baby war.
Is this what Boss Baby 4 is going to be about?
God.
I can only hope.
Boss Baby 4 Pacific Rim.
Boss Baby 4, the Boss Baby fucking dies in Vietnam.
Boss Baby 4, Saving Private Baby.
I don't feel like Taylor Swift has enough cred to get wacky. I can't tell if she's trying to play this straight or trying to be kooky, and either way it comes off as just very much like, what's up, fellow kids?
I have a lot of thoughts on Midnights, but they're not particularly interesting.
I'm looking out for her next song where she talks about her boyfriend who's her poor little meow meow. So yeah, that's it. That's all I had.
I do want to say, I really appreciate Taylor Swift writing her best song ever, not releasing it as a single, getting fans for years to beg her to go back and re-release it as a single because it would have been a smash hit because it's her best song. And then, at this point, I think we're 3 years later, she's like, hey, that other song I wrote was pretty good. So she recorded a new bootleg version of it, put it on an album, and so far has not released it as a single again.
Good job. Good job all around.
She knows the grift that she's pulling.
That being said, I don't know, Anti-Hero is still huge, so when that begins to die down, Karma might be released as a single. But, like...
Maybe. She's just trolling him at this point. No, my favorite thing she did this year was release that new hot theme park.
That's been open for a few years. Mm-hmm. Good try, though. Crash. What songs did you want to talk about?
Well, you know, I really hate to rag on the indie artists, but I will say that I am pretty sick of hearing all of these Mr. Beast YouTube poop music videos. Like, they're just really derivative. I've heard them too much. It doesn't help that Damien seems to really be a fan of it. I don't know if our mutual friend Damien has pushed these onto you, Eris, but he plays them non-stops and thinks they're unironically good. While I can appreciate the effort that goes into the creation of these videos, honestly, it just gets sickening after a while.
Ask.
Yeah, that's... Are you
just ask Damien. He will send you down a rabbit hole for like an hour or so.
Is this you getting revenge on not knowing any of the music that Eris is talking about?
No, I fully expected that Damien would have like forced this garbage upon Eris at some point and was like, hey, look at this, and then just fucking starts playing like Deltarune, Attack of the Killer Queen, but fucking Mr. Beastified. And it's just like, Mr. Beast, Mr. Beast.
That sounds delightful.
It's not. The second piece of media I have comments on is that, you know, Kanye West really dropped some whack fucking bars this last year around December. You know, some really inflammatory stuff that doesn't, you know, bear repeating here. I mean, it's interesting to see a major artist try to branch out in such an extreme direction, but I don't think it was the right one to take. Well, it might have been the right one, but it wasn't the correct one.
I was just gonna leave Kanye West alone. I think one of my other friends put it best in that, why would someone uber famous like Kanye West want to hang out with a loser like Nick Fuentes?
So yeah, those are the things I had to comment on, Eris. I hope that it was worth your time.
It wasn't, but
Was it more worth your time than what we're about to discuss?
Probably.
Love the undisguised disgust in Eris's reply.
Just regretting this immediately.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
I'm gonna do this every year with these two chuckle fucks. What have I done?
Good luck, you're stuck with us forever.
I think last year I had the right idea to start with the low-hanging fruits, just because it's gonna be on our way when we try to get climb up the ladder and pick the stuff a little bit higher up on the rung. And there is a trend that everybody very rightfully fucking hates, and that is teenage breakup songs based on nursery rhymes.
Huh?
I was wondering how quickly my knowledge of the Todd in the Shadows list was gonna come in handy.
Well, yeah. It's just obvious. I'll be honest, I don't actually hate Twinkle Twinkle Little Bitch, Just Another Narcissist as much as everyone else does. It's mediocre pop punk, but like I can jam. I've jammed to worse pop punk, so like that's fine.
I think we all have.
And then the other big song is technically ineligible, and it's the one that started it, and it was released in December of last year, and that is, of course, ABCDEFU.
I think I've actually heard of these two, at least by title. I don't remember anything about them.
Oh, I think I showed you Twinkle Twinkle before. Also, you weren't laughing at that amazing line. Get it? ABCDEFU. Like, isn't this hilarious? It's like the funniest shit I've ever seen.
I'm just not, impressed. This joke wouldn't work in ancient Rome. They didn't have U's. Sheer confusion in your voice.
I didn't have anything witty to follow that up. I'm sorry. The song itself is it's kind of the degradation of like alt pop and the mono genre, where it's like it's trying to be both a little bit electronic and a little bit rock, but being really bad at both of them with like production that doesn't really know how to mix them and make either side punch. So it's just kind of like a mush of nothingness.
That's kind of the worst.
But like I said, this was released in December, so why am I talking about it of 2021? So why am I talking about it on the 2022 list? And that is because there is a remix released at the very beginning of January with Royal and the Serpents. This was the first time I had ever heard of her, alongside the other song with female Black Bear energy released in January of 2022, featuring Royal of the Serpents, which is Pity Party by Stand Atlantic, which is much better and should have been a hit instead. But the radio really picked up on the Royal and the Serpent version. But, saying F you on the radio, that's a little bit edgy, isn't it? Like, are soccer moms really going to allow that?
Oh, absolutely not. Not in our
Is
good
Middle
Christian
America
neighborhood.
gonna really like this remix?
So, for the Royal and the Serpent remix, they made Gayle go back in and change her part. So now the chorus of the song goes A, B, C, D, E, forget you.
Wait, that's not just a radio edit?
I think it's a radio edit of the remix, but I don't think it's edited the original song, because other radio stations play the original song and say F you, so it's only certain radio stations that say forget you instead.
Wow, I think that groan picked up on my mic. That was powerful.
I hate it. It peaked Audacity too.
Yeah, that's pretty bad.
You can't just do the fucking disrespect CeeLo Green treatment on a song whose title requires the profanity.
You also can't just do it on some fucking radio stations, on not all of them. Also,
Kids are gonna grow up with a fucking Berenstain Bears alternate universe crises over this fucking song.
Kids are gonna think that the letter F is actually just the word forget.
What are you doing? What are we doing to our kindergartners, America?
This is the future that the liberals want.
also, those are the things everyone talks about with this song. And I also want to point out just like how it's like after she says forget you, she just has nowhere to take it. So she's like, and your mom and your brother and your car and your job and your broke-ass dad, and your grandpa, and your grandma, and your great-grandpa, and your dog, and your cat, and your goldfish, and your pet tarantula, and, like, your clothes, and your stupid hair. It just feels like he keeps going, and, like, the sing-songish voice is possible.
That's the part of the song that I repeatedly get stuck in my head.
Fuck you, and your dog, and your mom, and your brother, and your car, and your tires, and your backyard, and your stupid lawn that's killing the environment.
Man, that would have some troubling implications if this wasn't an angry breakup song.
How would you fuck a backyard?
With
Gumption?
with gumption. That's the only way you can, my brother.
I found a quote unquote nicer version. What is what it's called? without Royal and the Serpent. So I guess that just happened to be near me. All the places that played the remix played Forget You, and all the ones that didn't played F You.
Oh, man. The radio stations here played Forget You. I would say, I think it's nicer to be fucked than to be forgotten, but that's just me.
This is a philosophical conundrum.
a thorny philosophical...
If you like to get fucked with thorns, that's your purview.
We're not bringing those kinks into this.
The thing is, I can actually not find the nicer version on YouTube with Royal and the Serpent in it.
You just imagine the whole thing, Eris. I'm sorry.
Yeah?
Eris,
somebody gaslit you?
Eris, it's been 5 years. You gotta let us go. We died in the fall.
Get you any mom, any sister, any job, any broke down car, and the things you call.
You gotta forget me.
Man, you weren't kidding about the... She's got a whole laundry list.
Oh, everybody but your dog.
This
She doesn't
woman-
want to forget the dog.
This woman is going to steal that man's dog.
Mr. Steal Your Dog!
Man,
Mr. Dog Wide.
Texting all my friends, asking questions, and
see, that chorus is so goofy that the rest of this being just really generic and boring is kind of a disappointment.
Yeah, that's fair.
Like, I kind of expected this to be more kind of upbeat and, fuck you energy, but it's just...
Hey,
girl voice
intern,
droning.
come here and play that guitar. Yeah, perfect.
It's
Exactly.
it's limp dog energy.
Oh, is that why she's stealing the dog, is making it limp so she can catch it?
Oh, God! This is getting darker by the second!
Gayle, dog thief. Dog kidnapper. She's selling them to the festival in China.
Okay. You might want to cut that one out.
Look, my last video was blocked in Russia. I'll be okay if this one's blocked in China.
told everyone I'm so I became it.
What comes after A?
She's being nicer. She's not calling herself a slut or whatever word she said there. It was probably slut. I mean,
Maybe.
she still
I
called
don't
herself
know.
it because she said she became it, but shh.
That's, okay. Unnecessarily judgmental.
I'm in your Craigslist couch.
Your Craigslist couch?
But Craigslist couches are the cheapest, and they are the most cost-effective.
This woman is calling me out now.
I was joking about the fucking laundry list. I didn't realize she changed it every verse.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Just, all the more things that you need to actually forget about.
So, going on to the next song. The next song is one that I honestly think is best gone into with as little context as possible. I think that your genuine reactions need to be recorded without me spoiling the song for you.
Okay,
So here it
I'm
is.
excited. Oh, yeah, no, I do know this one, but...
I've never heard of this.
Yeah,
But it has a Viet sub, too, so that's really, a selling point.
yeah. Unfortunately, Rowan was spoiled by Todd in the Shadows for this one.
Yeah.
But this song is
Thank God I live in the shadows.
This song is You Love You by Jax, making her, I believe, the only person to appear on both of these.
Oh, wow.
She must be so honored.
Oh, I was wondering if this was your only Todd crossover, but I remember he did ABCDEFU as well.
Well, to be fair, everybody did ABCDEFU.
True.
It took a little self-confidence.
I don't want to say I'm sick of the indie girl voice, because that sounds mean. But I'm sick of girls who don't do it well doing the indie girl voice.
I was sick of his voice in 2014.
Like, I love girls like Phoebe Bridgers and Dodie, but maybe it's just because they could do something else with it.
You love you, all of me. That's why this works
Oh,
perfectly.
no, you can't do Barney like this.
Can't do my man Barney like this.
I'm just thinking of what, the fucking trap remixed version of Barney would be now.
It's this.
This is
No,
the
no,
Trap
like-
Party re-
No,
you mean like a
not,
hardcore-
not the trap remixed of, Barney's lyrics, but, of Barney the character.
I'm sure someone's drawn that.
Oh,
I
absolutely.
mean, there's a German rapper who dresses up like SpongeBob SquarePants.
That honestly sounds cool.
But when it's cuffing season and we catch feelings,
Oh, not the right year to make that lyric.
Maybe it's precisely the right year to say that.
Grody.
What if we caught love like COVID? Then we would have world peace. So my skin is literally crawling right now.
Yeah, this is bad.
This is the first time I've listened past the first chorus.
I don't particularly understand what is so awful about this.
I
it's
want
just
the last
generic.
song back. It's so cutesy, wootsy. It makes me feel like I'm gonna get murdered.
I don't want to listen to self-love songs that sample a fucking Barney song.
I mean, yeah, that's bad.
When you put it like that, that's...
Like, it's bad. It's just not, like...
I don't want to think about Barney self-loving.
Horrific.
Okay.
Oh, it's better than him loving the kids.
Alright,
True.
You don't want to imagine Barney the dinosaur just, like, cranking out a fat one to some Waluigi porn?
I mean, again, I'm sure that exists somewhere.
It's like they say, before Jesus died, he saw every sin that had ever happened and ever will happen, and that includes someone drawing Barney the dinosaur.
Jerking it was so right.
Blasting off to Waluigi hentai?
Yeah.
Man, again, my name is gonna be on this video forever. Awesome.
Your name's gonna be on the FBI most wanted list for...
Oh, it already was, don't worry.
Yeah, I'm sure mine was already on there, too. I talk about pipe bombs too often on Discord.
Yeah, good job covering your tracks there.
No, that makes it worse.
So have you guys gotten enough of teenage breakup songs?
Yes.
I guess so, yeah.
Too bad.
Too fucking
Well,
bad.
I was unsure. I could maybe use a little bit of a dessert.
Alright, well, we got one more.
A little bit of an amuse-bouche.
So, we had Lorde, then we had the Lorde-alikes, and then we had Billie Eilish, and then we had the Billie Eilish-alikes, one of which was Olivia Rodrigo, and now we have Olivia Rodrigo-likes.
And then we had roguelikes, and...
We have Souls.
Then we had Rogue One.
And then we have Metroidvanias.
Then we have Metroidvania-likes.
Then we have Doom-like Metroidvanias.
Now that actually sounds awesome.
Then we have Doom-like Metroidvanias with a little bit of Elden Ring in there.
Where you can play as Olivia Rodriguez, Lorde, or Billie Eilish.
And
I'm
also...
just describing a game I want to make.
And also, Goku.
Goku's there.
Featuring Dante from the Devil May Cry series.
And Knuckles.
Falls over.
That's it. That's a joke. We've done a joke, guys. We can move on.
That's a wrap.
That's the
everybody.
bit.
That's the
That's
joke.
the bit.
Man, we're very funny. We could write a whole Velma show.
The way that the sad indie girl breakup songs that aren't based around nursery rhymes currently go is if I want to have like a big wham line in the chorus, like something that really proves that like
That they're fans of the band
the
Wham.
Yep. Something that really proves that the guy was dirty, like the big gotcha moment right at the end of the chorus, and that's like always the name of the song.
Yeah.
So Olivia Rodrigo had Traitor because her boyfriend didn't cheat, but he's still a traitor.
That's decent. That's not bad.
Sure, why not?
It's not great, but at the very least it is a punch. There was a punch thrown.
Yeah. It is a punchline.
In 2021, we got Tate McRae, and she doesn't care how much it hurts, because after all, you broke me first.
That one's not good.
Well, in 2022, we got Fingers Crossed
Oh,
by,
boy.
I don't even fucking
What,
know
because
her
he
name.
fingered her first?
That's better than the actual line.
Oh boy.
Man,
you better hope she's not a Disney star, bro.
It's Lauren Spencer Smith. And the big wham line, I'm looking it up because I want to get it right. I really want to preserve the artistic genius of the song. The chorus ends, "When you said you loved me, well, you must have had your fingers crossed."
Okay, yeah, I have heard this.
That is so weak.
Yeah, it's pretty weak.
It's super generic indie guitar, like sad pop girl. This sounds very explicitly Billie Eilish. Like, it's very hard to argue that she's not trying to be Billie Eilish on the song.
Oh boy.
And like,
Honey.
the rest of the song is kind of okay. It's very like descriptive of like, yeah, you introduced me to your family and we watched my favorite shows on your TV and all sorts of like boring relationship stuff, but like at least it feels real. Like it feels like serious, like she's actually trying to like leave some sort of commentary of the relationship.
Upset with that, yeah. And
it gets to the chorus, and before that, there's one really weird line in the chorus. Also, I want all the tears back that I cried, all the hours spent giving advice on how to write your songs. All you did was prove me wrong. And when I listen to this, I'm trying to like link these lines together, because I know what she means is like, she's helping him write songs, and she thinks that he can be a good musician, but he never tried, and all his songs were bad. So he was proving her wrong by writing bad songs after she taught him how to like write good songs.
Mm-hmm. I guess?
Sure.
I think is what she's going for. The way I hear it, the way that I hear it is, I told you how to write these songs, and all you did was prove me wrong. Meaning that he ignored her advice and wrote good songs without it.
Yeah.
That does.
I don't think that's what she wanted to say.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Oh, honey.
Never understood the need for a breakup this dramatic.
The thing that really grinds my gears about the song, other than just completely falling flat on its face and being boring, so I guess the third thing that grinds my gears about this song is starting in the second.
My gears.
Not oil, that's for sure. After every line, there's one of those 2018 cheesy ass like whistling lines that like does like a call and response with her, because that's what this serious breakup song needed, was a fucking whistle.
Yeah, sure, why not?
I don't like that when it's used in cheery songs. It doesn't need to be used in sad songs either.
Oh, that's
this
really
how we're
funny.
keeping those 2018 indie pop producers on the payroll?
Who knows how to whistle? Quick!
Quick, this is something that people only did like 20 years ago to pass the time.
It's like a fake whistle too. It doesn't sound like it was made by a person.
Are music executives really people, Eris?
No. Oh, that wasn't.
Yeah, I wasn't asking you. Know your place, peon.
But you can answer for me. The thing is, like, I kind of can see how the song could work. Like, if she wanted to, like, call her boyfriend a child, like, it's like, when you said you love me, you had your fingers crossed, and it's, like, not as in, like, inflicting it on him. She's saying it, like, matter-of-factly, and, like, has other lyrics about, like, how he's a child, and, like, she wants to grow up and be serious, and he doesn't want that. And really double down on that aspect. I can kind of see it working.
Yeah, but that's just kind of half-assed as it is.
Or if it was, like, a joke breakup song. Right? Like, if you wanted to make fun of, like, all these teenagers writing breakup songs, like, compare it to something childish, like crossing your fingers behind your back. Like, something that, like, children know is stupid and do anyway. Like, who's this for? Is this for, like, 12-year-olds? Like, I wouldn't have been impressed with this as a 12-year-old.
Then again, I gotta say, you were probably a music snob even as a 12-year-old, and I say that lovingly.
Yeah, Eris.
I got Rock Band for Christmas when I turned 12, I think. Maybe 11. So it would have just been starting.
Yeah, Eris, you gotta realize, these songs were written for people who think, oh god, I'm fucking ruining the joke now.
You're good, I do that all the time on these videos.
It's the fucking she shit herself punchline. What's the...
Oh yeah.
Where it's like, you know, she shit herself, but he lied was in there. It's for those people who think that is deep.
Yeah.
He lied, she believed, or whatever.
Yeah, she shit herself, he lied, something like that. Cut that joke. That fucking was terrible.
We made this joke last year better.
Yeah, I know, we used it last year, but I said it better last year. Just, you know what, just cut to last year's video and just fucking include that one. Just include that one.
Imagine you're a teenage girl, and you find, like, a cute new tank top. Like, I don't know, it has, like, a leopard pattern, or it's, like, a really nice shade of green, and you really like it. So you want to wear your new tank top. And
It's
your
quirky,
dad...
and, you know, it says, like, you know, he hit her, but it's actually, she shit herself in fake text. I'm fucking
Well,
2/3 of the way through
I would've
this
tried to-
can of cider, and I'm already fucking drunk.
When Crap said the joke this year, he had his fingers crossed.
I would have tried to save you, but I was in a really tough spot.
I think I had my fingers on my fucking amygdalin gland or whatever. My brain wasn't working.
Hey, teach me how to do that later, okay?
I'm sorry, I can't teach you where your A spot is. It's different by every person.
Making plans to travel.
Oh, whoa, we traveled across the globe, and now we're in a different scene! Ah!
Transitions. I don't know, this one isn't musically as bad as the others.
Just wait.
I mean, think about the last couple songs we listened to.
Rhyming,
I'm not saying it's good.
rhyming daddy issues with miss you.
Like, the lyrics are bad.
I mean, it's mostly just boring, but
Yeah.
the whistling's what convinced me to keep it.
Oh.
And like I said, it starts about now. I guess it's more of like a bell, but it has like the same like shitty production. It's like really quiet, like playing after every line.
Okay, I assumed it was more of a, like, Robin Hood and Little John kind of whistle.
I guess, yeah, I hear the
It's
dong.
so quiet and appears in so few parts of a song, but we're just missing the reason I hate it.
Gosh, you know, I just don't understand why she's singing about this. I mean, it's not even her in this relationship. It's those other two people.
Ma'am, why are you in our apartment? Ma'am?
Ma'am, the Chinese food is not for you.
Ma'am, we're not your family. Get out of here.
This isn't the library. This isn't a Quickie Mart. Ooh, they're doing the jazz hands.
I don't know, the more it goes on, the more like cloying the instrumental becomes for me.
Yeah, I can see that. Again, I wouldn't necessarily be happy to hear this on the radio. I just wouldn't necessarily change the channel.
I wouldn't recognize that there's music playing on the radio. Not to say,
I-
that this isn't music, but not to say that this is even ear catching.
No, I heard it enough on the radio that like in January when nothing else was on the radio besides ABCDEFU, that I was constantly changing the channel from this to listen to that song instead.
That's amazing.
That was also just a very weak
Yeah,
ending to the song. It's just like fingers crossed.
Yeah.
She changed the lyrics for the ending.
Oh my god, did she? We were talking over it.
At the very end of the song, she said,
Wish you said you loved me when you didn't have your fingers crossed.
Oh my god. She didn't want it to end.
So
Oh my
sweet.
goodness.
She still loves him.
It's still abusive.
"What a twist!"
Ma'am, this is not your apartment, ma'am.
How angry do I want to make my audience?
Very.
That's a question.
Hey, audience, Eris doesn't think cherries are S tier fruit. Get her.
Fucking got her.
That's nothing. I think I think "Glimpse of Us" by Joji is a bad song.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
You made your audience
I mean,
mad. You didn't give us any emotion whatsoever. Wait, hold on.
I like Joji's.
No, actually, that's just gas. Continue.
I like a lot of Joji's previous stuff, but for "Glimpse of Us," he now makes sad puppy commercials music. And like he's always made sad boy music, but like this just feels like it was written for a sad puppy commercial.
Oh, like, In the Arms of the Angels type shit.
Yeah.
What was the song title again?
"Glimpse of Us."
Glimpse of Us. Okay.
It's like a bad James Blake song. Honestly, is what it makes me think of. Just it feels like sad bait that just doesn't work for me. Because the whole song is like, he has a perfect wife, but he misses his ex-girlfriend, and his perfect wife doesn't make him happy. And his happiest moments is when he looks in his wife's eyes, and remembers his ex-girlfriend.
How is she perfect then?
So it's like a worse Hosier song.
So, like, is this wife just societally perfect? What he is told he should be marrying? And, like...
He's gay, isn't he?
Yeah, he's actually
perfect on
just gay
paper.
this whole time.
No, I guess he never actually explicitly says his ex is a woman, so, like, that could be right.
This is a fucking game
No, I mean,
theory
like,
if
he's
I've
been
ever heard
forced
one.
into a... Like, society has forced him to perform heterosexuality, but he just wants to run into the loving embrace of a man.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, no, that's what you're saying. Never mind.
I think that might actually be the...
Okay, cross it off the list, boys! This one's done.
Alright, we got the Pride Month
solved it.
album off the list.
The music video for it, too, kind of annoys me, because it's, like... It's all, like, shitty camcorder footage of, like, a poor person home, of like, a poor home. It's, like, super cluttered. And, like, I think he goes out and does, like, gang violence with his friends, and at the end, he may or may not die. I don't actually remember if I watched to the end of the video. It felt very... it felt very sad bait,
It
you know?
sounds also
Yeah.
just insincere, too.
Yeah, just a bit.
I think that's what I mean by bait, where, like, his other songs, it's like, I'm sad I don't have a girlfriend, and it's like, yeah, I believe that, and it's like, yeah, I'm sad that all my homies died in a shootout with the cops.
I'm sad that my homies are
That
dissing my
happened
girl. Why did
while
they
I
got
was
a
missing
front?
my ex. I don't know. This song is performed really well. I think it debuted at number 1 or some shit. I don't think it was number 1, but it debuted in the top 10, meaning it's officially Joji's biggest song for some fucking reason.
Oh, it's always the one you hate when that happens, isn't it?
Yeah, like, I was rooting for Joji to do well. Run and Sanctuary are great songs, but deserved being on the Hot 100 and should have gone higher and been, like, actual hits, but no, we got sad puppy music instead.
I hate puppies.
Well, if you don't want your puppy, I'm coming to school.
I thought you just fucking sent a meme video at first. It's just a car on fire. This looks like some fucking found...
Some Russian car cam
Exactly,
video.
yeah. This looks like some fucking found footage from, like, some Russian forest in, like, the early 2000s.
You know what the yellow shirt with a car reminds me of?
What?
Do you remember the Film Cow series, Hit It With a
No.
Car?
I'm sorry, I only remember is it a good idea to microwave this?
No, the same person who did Charlie the Unicorn did one series parodying the Twilight Zone, and I think most of those have been deleted now for some reason.
Imagine, if you will.
But at the same time, he was doing another one called Hit It With a Car, where he dressed up as a mad scientist, went out into his backyard, and hit something with a car.
I would spend some time watching that, even today.
I guess in this thumbnail, they must have hit, like, a napalm bomb or something.
Yeah, does this dude think he's fucking Scarface or
With a
Compare
car,
to
Justin
thumbnails.
Bieber. I would hit Justin Bieber with a car. The real one.
gently? Yeah.
Fiercely,
This is a
aggressively.
cardboard cutout, sadly.
Honestly, I think he's been through enough at this point.
Yeah.
His entire career was a car crash at this
Yeah,
point. so-
Bieber's just turned into another washed-up pop artist.
Yeah. Once it gets to the point where it's just sad instead of, like, hateable, and you know it's over. Oh, yeah. Okay, this literally looks like the Blair Witch.
As if we don't know who
Found
Joji
footage
is.
Joji video.
Ew.
What?
What the fuck?
Bro, eat your ramen like a grown-up. Set up straight.
This doesn't look like a poor person home. This just looks like an average college dorm.
Yeah.
Like, this is what happens when you have 7 undergrads living together. I guess they are poor in a sense, but, like, they're not, like, you know, smoking weed and doing drugs and hard drugs and no time for anything. They just let the place go because they're, like, college boys.
Because they can't afford hard drugs.
Yeah, exactly. They just fucking, they play
Why is there a
PlayStation all
deer?
day, eat hot chip and
Why
lie.
is there a deer?
What cool ass place has all this wildlife?
Maybe that's why I thought this video was a sad puppy commercial, because there's just so many animals in their house. It's like, we need to rescue these animals from these crackheads.
They're not taking proper care of those rabbits. Rabbits are a specialized breed, you understand. I think they're trying a little too hard to convince us they're cool and free-spirited.
Yeah. I'm not even listening to the lyrics.
Well, I feel like combined with the song, it's trying to say that, like, this is actually a really sad existence. Don't be like this.
Well, that's true.
I don't know if this has to do with the lyrics of the song.
It's just a little too goofy. Again, like, I see what he's going for, but I think they're whacking it up just a bit too much. Oh my god, my knees! The knee. Oh, he has a soft heart.
Did the fucking witch from Left 4 Dead 2 just jump at the camera there?
I don't know, man.
This might as well just be a Left 4 Dead Let's Play.
No, this is closer to like a Rust Let's Play.
I don't even know why that made me laugh so hard.
Okay, this is just like what fucking happens if you just have like a bunch of what do they call them? You know, just you have Russian dudes like just fucking recording what's happening in their local block.
I'm sorry, this is just really funny.
I can't.
The music is so sad.
Not only are the lyrics hard to understand, especially with us talking over them, but also like the video is completely detracting from it. I get it that it's like, yeah, it's not the life you want to lead, but like, I can't focus on the message. The music is the video is too goofy.
I'll be honest, I had to look up what the lyrics were today, because it's just something, it's like something, hoping to find a glimpse of us, and it's like, oh, is this like a Gangsters Are Sad 2 song? And I looked up the lyrics, and I'm like, what the fuck?
Is it just like generic sad boy music?
No, I told you, it's about how he's been forced to a compulsive heterosexual relationship, and he's secretly gay.
Honestly, that would make the video actually sad for me.
The blue, why then is she so perfect? Do I still wish that it was you? Okay.
Also,
it's
yeah.
clearly not perfect then.
Why would it be? Yeah. Is the gang a metaphor for his wife?
My boys are
well, no, because they all had
women
that broke up with them. I don't know. I hate sad puppy commercials.
Oh man, but I love watching GTA Let's Plays.
You love hitting Justin Bieber with your car.
Yeah, it's the best. Fucking broom broom.
Okay, looking at the lyrics, like, two things stand out immediately. One, it's not relevant that both of these people are now in new relationships, like, throughout most of the lyrics. It's mostly just Joji being sad and, like, missing his ex for some reason, even though he, quote-unquote, has the perfect wife in verse 1 that has also just completely absolved itself from the story in the future verses. And then 2, when, like, he's talking about how his ex is now with someone else, and is like, you know, oh, does he laugh the way I did? Is he part of your story? It's like, bro, get the fuck over yourself. She's found someone new. She likes that new person. Or he, whatever, if we're going with the gay conspiracy game theory fucking aspect of this. Like, your ex has found someone new, and they like them. Shut up.
Does Joji is gay?
Find out at 4.
It honestly reminds me of The Awakening, which was my least favorite book I read in high school. Because it was one of those, like, feminist authors who, like, all of her work was, like, women oppressed in society, which is, like, true. But, like, some of them were done in interesting ways. And other ones were 150 pages of my husband is perfect, and lets me do whatever I want, but I still don't feel in control of my life, so I'm gonna cheat on him because that's feminism or some shit.
Yeah, that sounds, if nothing else, it sounds pretty boring.
I don't want to raise my kids, so I'm gonna kill myself because I don't want to raise my kids.
Yeah, if nothing else, it's boring.
Yeah, this song is lyrically flawed, conceptually flawed, and the music video is fucking goofy and I can't focus on the lyrics that are trying to take itself seriously. And like Eris said,
Yep.
it's too sad for what it's trying to be. It's just somebody being like, man, I really miss my ex, even though my life is perfect and I have a perfect wife.
Yeah, there's a certain point where, like, someone like that is fishing for sympathy. There's a certain point at which you go, like, yeah, maybe your life is pretty cool. Maybe you should just stop whining. or like, do something to fix it and stop whining.
Are we at the point where Joji's, like, contractually obligated to make sad boy music, but has already written songs about everything he's actually sad about, so now he's just making shit up?
Probably.
That
Every
wouldn't
artist
surprise
goes through
me.
that kind of phase.
Anyway.
That's why it helps when you have severe emotional abuse. Then you don't run out.
All right,
I'm
everyone,
sorry.
listen
I love
up.
this comment. Love the contrast of these rough guys just having rabbits and deer, soft creatures roaming through their house all gently. Feels like a soft symbolism that these men too can have their feelings hurt.
Aww, I'd love that if it didn't make me want to puke.
But the lyrics don't indicate that the man has had his feelings hurt. He's only
Yeah.
just sad and mopey that he's not with his ex for some reason.
But those women yell at them. That one woman said fuck.
She said the fuck word.
But only in the music video. It doesn't
She
make
said-
any sense with the lyrics.
She said forget you.
Okay, I will say, this is the first song on the list that has made me feel something, and it is anger. And I
There we
think
go. That's
it
the
might
first step.
It might be one of my least, I don't know. I might take the Shea Frillis approach and be like, this made me at least feel something. The other ones just put me to sleep.
Yeah.
Although I
Wow.
will say the Barney song did activate my flight or fight response for like about 2 seconds.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, next song.
Next meme.
All right, everyone, listen up. Tonight, one of our students has put together a song about a very important issue. It's a song about how there are certain times to not be on your phone. I hope you all listen carefully.
So it's just
Okay.
made by the class narc. So me in high school.
No.
Yeah, me in middle school.
Well, the thing I just read to you is the start is from a South Park episode that was released 5 years ago,
Oh, boy.
where they wrote a song called "Put It Down" that I actually listened to a decent amount.
Of
about
course you did.
how when you are behind the wheel of a car and or president of the United States, you should not be on your cell phone.
Okay, now I get your cryptic invitation message.
In 2022, the band Superorganism
Or-
came back from their 4-year hiatus, and their first album was really good, but it was very much random sound effects pop, endearing. And their new album was sometimes endearing random sound effects pop, and sometimes bad.
Sometimes bad.
And the song I consider to be the worst offender is called "Put Down Your Phone."
Oh.
Ah, I see.
Oh.
This song is not about anything.
Oh, is it a retread of the Imagine Dragons You Always Be on That Phone series? Was it Imagine Dragons who did that?
Yeah,
Huh? I have no idea what you're talking about.
we'll talk about that later.
Yeah, that's not this year.
Verse 1 is nothing. She turned off airplane mode so that she could put her phone down instead of turning on airplane mode to make it easier to put her phone down.
Ah.
Someone else who doesn't understand how airplane mode works. I can respect that.
Verse 2 is about how you're gaining weight, and because you're, you make a lot of money at your job and you're putting on weight, you should put down your cell phone.
Okay.
And then, the end of the song is Jeff Bezos is making $3,000 a second, so, stop buying things and put down your phone.
Okay, so the last one was just up your fucking Sigma grind set, but like, I don't get the other two. The first one, as you
Neither
already
do
mentioned, doesn't make sense from a fucking mechanical, technical standpoint. The second verse, I don't know, you're getting fat because you're looking at your phone and working instead of working out? Like,
Yeah, your phone is literally the device that you can, like, look at while you do shit.
a lot of people use their phones in their jobs. Like,
Yeah.
Wait, at the end of a song, she does say, "It's late at night, you won't get a reply, so try putting it down." because nothing's gonna change my mind.
That's...
There we go. It's actually still a fucking breakup
Oh
song.
Yeah,
man, what a
God
Wham
damn
moment. I would have preferred if the last lyric was about putting your dick down before you had to go to bed. Just rubbing one out so that way you can, get the settle.
I don't know. Early Superorganism worked for me because it kind of felt like I was trying to be like standard radio-friendly indie pop, but like weird with like weird sound effects.
Mm-hmm.
But like the singer's affect was so like cool without really trying.
Yeah.
Like everybody wants to be famous sounds like it's being sang to you by like the coolest person in the world.
This doesn't
and that
sound
kinda,
cool.
That made the nonsense work. And this song, it's like she doesn't sound cool, calm, and collected. She sounds desperate. Like please put down your phone. Just put it down already.
Please put down your phone, Mr. Obama.
Put down your phone.
But, Hillary, I have to combat Trump.
The other thing too, the random sound effects used to feel like they fit into the song or like working together, but this feels like some sort of like shameless cacophony. Like it reminds me of those songs that like people like grab a bunch of toy pianos and like musical toy instruments and try to write songs with them. And
the Mystery Guitar Man vibe. Saying that while admitting that I love Mystery Guitar Man.
The 21st century humor vibe.
Yeah, exactly.
this is like all the Toy Story like marching toy soldiers got upset that their owner doesn't play with them anymore and only uses their phone. So they march around creating a lot of noise using any toys that they could find, asking their owner to please put down their phone and play with us again.
Honestly, that sounds like a more compelling narrative.
That sounds like a low-effort political cartoon.
Yeah, that's honestly what it seems like.
I can
like
see
those...
it now. Some fucking toy soldiers screaming in the background. A little text bubble above their head says, "Put down your phone, maggot, and play with us." And then, like, the kid's just like, did you hear that iCarly got reanimated recently?
This song makes me want to use Twitter even more.
Oh, God.
Wow, that's a feat.
That's fucking depression words right there. I don't care how much Elon destroyed the site, I still don't want to use Twitter.
Also, the South Park song is catchier. And like I said, has more of a point, and also has a rap verse making fun of Logic. It feels like, not only is the song, like, a parody, but, like, it feels like genuinely a better take on the same song that was released 5 years prior.
Oh, boy. Yeah, that sounds like a bad time. It's like those fucking Banksy-ass pictures that the person released of, like, the after Pokemon Go with the Pikachu riding the dude's neck.
I know what else I'd like to ride my fucking neck. A noose.
I'm glad you're not trying to get these videos monetized, Eric.
Yeah,
I mean...
I'm not popular enough to really worry about it.
Monetization is the devil.
Money is the root of all evil.
This is very deep.
True, I'm so tired of a fucking grift economy.
I turn off the airplane mode.
Oh, this already does feel like a sensory overload.
You haven't even gotten to the chorus.
Ooh.
Is it mean to make fun of how the people look on this album art? Because, like...
No, it's deserved.
This should be an emote.
Please zoom in on it slowly.
That's a thumbnail.
This is good melodically. Like, I'm pretty sure none of these people are gonna point at this cover and be like, yeah, that's me looking my best.
Yeah.
I love bottom left, too. That would also be a good emote.
Also, there's some photos of me dancing.
And the guy right above
Bottom
her.
left looks like fucking, like if there's, the Asai at home.
I want to make, like, half of these into emotes now.
Yeah, they're pretty
They're
good.
very good.
I don't get, like, the tone of, like, the delivery with the lyrics. It doesn't convey anything.
Yeah. Like I said, she has kind of, like, this effortlessness, coolness when she's singing good songs.
Yeah.
And I think she's trying to do that here, and it's not working.
Okay, there's one dude in the back who I thought just half his face was missing. He's covering it with his hand. Okay.
Yeah, his hand. Oh, that's Harvey Dent. Alright, that's kind of cool distortion musically.
I definitely think this is the...
No, this is a good band most of the time, I promise.
This is making me want to listen to more of their stuff, so...
The lyrics just suck, like you said. This is just so lyrically void.
Yeah, I'm not really listening to the lyrics because the music is actually enjoyable.
Yeah.
I don't know, I don't really like the March vibe of this one.
Yeah.
I will say, this also is repetitive. Like, I'm pretty done with it halfway through.
Yeah.
How many times does she say put down your phone in this song?
Yeah, and it's not a good time.
She says put down your pho-oone.
Oh, true. That adds some layers of complexity.
Put down your pho-oone.
That adds precisely one syllable of complexity.
It's almost 30 times.
Yeah, it's not quite the fucking Saber Pulse close to me. You can't just repeat any line over and over again and make it matter.
Put down your phone.
I don't know why. When you said that, I immediately thought you were gonna say down your throat. Please put down your throat. Put down your throat.
We can watch the South Park one too if you want to compare.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, let's go ahead.
Because, like I said, I couldn't listen to this song without thinking about this.
Now, Eris, is that sheet music accurate?
I don't think so.
Okay, this is actually pretty good.
I think maybe this era of South Park was a little too heavy-handed, but it's still funny.
Yeah, Donald Trump really did a number on it.
Yeah.
I can imagine.
I like that the South Park version of the song actually had, like, you know, harmony between, like, the melody and the vocals.
Yeah. I like that it had a point.
Yeah, it had a point, even if overdone and, you know, potentially too direct one, or one that misses the point.
Look, I'll take a point that can be made by a kindergartner over no point.
Yeah.
I'm not a South Park fan, and that was still like, yeah, that was fun. I don't regret spending those minutes of my life.
I assume neither of you are familiar with Nick Cave.
No. Wait, I always get Nick Cave and Nick Drake mixed up.
Actually, I know who Nick Cave is. I think he was really good in, what was that movie? Independence Day or Ghost Rider. Yeah, I really love his theatrical work.
No dice, I was thinking of Nick Drake.
Independence Day isn't even a Nicolas Cage movie.
Shit, I couldn't remember what it was called.
You're thinking of National
Yeah,
Treasure.
there you go.
I would like to see those swap heroes, though. That would be fun.
But look, Eris, I bet you that there's at least one person in your audience who definitely remembers Nicolas Cage being in a movie called Independence Day, because that exactly sounds like the kind of movie that Nicolas Cage would be in.
True.
Anyway, Nick Cave. I've given all the Nick Cave fans a heart attack, and I want to take that back now. Is not on this list.
Okay.
Instead, Nikado Avocados.
However, I was channeling Nick Cave's energy when I was in North Dakota this year, listening to the rock radio station, and I heard a new song that was playing. And it reminded me of one of Nick Cave's most famous quotes, when he said, "I'm forever near a stereo saying, 'What the fuck is this garbage?'" And the answer is always the Red Hot Chili Peppers.
That's great.
Because the new Red Hot Chili Peppers song, Tip of My Tongue, is mostly pretty alright, but has 30 of the worst seconds of music I've ever heard in my goddamn life.
Incredible.
Noted pedophile Anthony Cleldis, is that how you pronounce his last name? Singer of the Red Hot Chili Peppers, is, I don't know what the fuck he's doing here. It's not good.
I need to, formulate my goof based on whether that's a real fact or a joke.
Read his memoir.
Oh, God.
Huh? When did this happen? What are you talking about? Give me context. Please.
He fucks underage groupies in the 90s.
I mean, I have
not great.
I have no emotional attachment to the Red Hot Chili Peppers, but I still felt that.
Anyway,
now
that all the Red Hot Chili Peppers fans are angrily turning off this video.
Yeah.
Tip of my tongue is Red Hot Chili Peppers trying to do Devo, because I guess at this point they've run out of Red Hot Chili Pepper songs to write, which is fair. That's probably
Devo's
true.
not a bad place to go once you've run out of ideas.
Yeah, but the vocalist is... I don't even remember what he's doing at this point. He's just singing in like a really goofy way on like a weird register over like this like Devo beats. It's like he's trying to do the yeah, yeah, yeah bit from Uncontrollable Urge, but
not good.
No, yeah, he's doing some shit where he's like, yeah, 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 yeah.
Oh my, that's
like,
visceral.
It's like, why are you doing this?
Why are you doing this to yourself?
And then he follows this up by doing his Red Hot Chili Peppers rap bit thing, and he's never been a good rapper. Give It Away is a garbage song. I fucking hate it. Anthony Kiedis should not be rapping.
Yeah, I don't know enough about the Red Hot Chili Peppers, but everything you're saying about them is making me go, that's apparently a good choice.
You know, once the chorus kicks in and he mostly stops rapping, the song's actually good.
That makes it worse, though. If there's potential there, that's...
Well, it's a good song. Trust me. You just have to skip the first 30 seconds.
Oh boy, that's always a glowing endorsement.
I mean, I'm sure there's plenty of songs out there where the introduction to it sucks, but then the actual song is okay. You just skip.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, most of those are boring instead of like viscerally like I want to turn this off. Dude, this TV show's great. Trust me. You just gotta watch 7 seasons of it first. It's a little slow for 7 seasons, but after that, it really picks up. Trust me. It's so good.
JoJo is great. Just the intro isn't good.
I hate that I've been on both sides of that conversation.
Oh God, I just loaded the music video and I already regret it. All right, ready to see what's on the tip of a pedo's tongue?
No, never.
I think that might be a Red Hot Chili Pepper.
I hope so.
Well, better than a Red Hot Cherry that's been on... I'm gonna stop talking now.
Yeah, that's for the best.
Imagine the alternate universe where the Red Hot Chili Peppers were a one-hit wonder and the Cherry Poppin' Daddies are still on radio.
You know what?
I will never imagine that universe.
You know what? That sounds more pleasant to me right now.
The Red Hot Cherry Daddies? Why does the fucking lead singer here look like what would happen if like somebody dumped a bucket of water on Freddie Mercury?
Freddie Mercury did the Ice Bucket Challenge and he turned into the Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Turned into Red Hot Chili Pepper Rick. I turned myself into a chili pepper, Morty. I'm Red Hot Chili Pepper Rick.
Oh, I already don't want to watch this. Christ. You
right,
owe me after
this
one, Eris.
I'm ready.
So yes, I'm ready. I don't like looking at people's mouths.
No, reminds me of a Do It
I
video.
actually tend to look at people's mouths instead of their eyes when they talk.
That's fair. Eyes are also cool. Okay, they are trying to be Devo. I hate this.
I mean, this is not my style of music, but like, I don't know. I see what they're going for with like 60s and we're on LSD.
I mean, it's almost working, but the parts that don't work are strongly not working for me.
Yeah.
And then once this part starts, the song's fine.
Okay, like good guitar.
Yeah, the guitar's fine. Yeah, like I said, we don't really need to listen to the rest of this. It's just that opening minute is...
That's bad. Like, again, talking about sensory overload waiting to happen.
Well, hold on. I think I could probably come up with a funny comment if we watch the rest of this video.
No, I'm done. You can watch it and I can play Tetris. I don't mind that.
Actually, you know what? This guy looks more like if fucking Charlie Chaplin had a full mustache.
Oh, that's a ghastly image. It's a ghastly mental image.
Are you guys tired of listening to white dudes in rock bands who shouldn't be rapping rap?
Oh
Never.
boy, am I.
Well, King Gizzard and the Wizard Lizard, of all people, made 2 rap songs this year.
Oh man, are
I
you
mean,
gonna...
their title was already a rap bar, so
My name's King Gizzard, and I'm with a Wizard
I'm
Lizard.
here to say.
You know, honestly, I think for time we can just skip Sadie Sorceress. It's just a King Gizzard and a Wizard rap song.
Okay.
It sounds like every late 90s rock band who tried making a rap song.
Let me tell you about this old lady named Sadie. She's wild like a witch. She's been flying to Quidditch. Smoking witties and drinking titties and clipping it.
Yeah, we don't need to listen to it. There's nothing more to be said.
Yeah, let's move on.
Sure.
I've never actually listened to any King Mr. Gizzard.
No, that was his
Well,
father's name.
Well, I'd hate to sour your impression of a very good band by showing you them trying to rap as your first impression.
Let me make a proposal to you. Let's make a band called King Gizzard and the Glizzy Wizard.
I'd listen to that, man.
King Gizzard and the Glizzard Lizard. There we go.
The Glizzy
Perfect.
Wizard.
I have much more to say about being in my Panic Apologia era.
We already talked about this.
I am here to apologize for Panic at the fucking Disco. Viva Las Vengeance is not that bad of an album. I'm not claiming it's good, but it's not the second coming of the Antichrist like everyone says it is.
I will take that. I'll take that.
Yeah, that would be me. Don't take my credit away from me.
I'll let you two fight. I'll observe.
I feel like with this album, he realized that the Las Vegas pop was kind of starting to wear thin, so he tried doing half Las Vegas pop, half glam rock, and I think it's the right direction for him to go in. I don't think most of the songs sound finished, and the production is somehow worse from the last albums, but like there are some songs on there I think are actually enjoyable. I don't think it's the worst album ever released ever. That being said, I think Brendan Urie may have gone a little bit too theater kid on one of the songs.
Oh god, he went full theater kid.
He went like 110% theater
You
kid.
never go full theater kid.
It's called Star Spangled Banner, and I this is another one I'm not sure what to say about, because I'm just kind of in awe of how terrible it is.
I'm interested to hear this, because this is one I haven't caught wind of.
It feels like he took all of his worst theater kid instincts. Like
even more than High Hopes?
that one's not like that theater kiddie.
I guess, it's just annoying.
Like his full-on singing, like obviously his singing has always been theater kid style, but like this sounds like somebody who only listens to show tunes and is also in high school is like, yeah, I can write a song and I'm gonna make the biggest, most elaborate like Glee song I can fucking imagine.
Oh boy.
And it's just all over the top. It's like constantly switching up from like one style to like another, but it's all like in this like poorly produced Panic at the Disco nonsense.
Oh boy.
Again, I'm just kind of in awe. It's kind of indescribable.
Yeah, I want to hear this shit now.
Sure. I have very
'Cause
little I have very little context and background for what Panic at the Costco sounds like, but I'll take a listen.
Listen, I was an emo kid. I enjoyed early Panic, but after High Hopes, I checked the fuck out. So I'm interested to see what tops that.
Also, while listening to this song, I just want to point out that one of the lyrics in the chorus is "We are the new dead Kennedys." I just keep that in mind as you listen to this theater kid garbage and like think about, oh yes, this sounds exactly like a song Jello would have written.
Yes, we are the new
Aren't
Dead
they-
Kennedys, a band that has not been new for how many years now?
Aren't the Dead Kennedys like hard punk?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, count us.
We are electric angels. We are the Sixth Street Queens. We are the new Dead Kennedys. In the land of the brave, home of the free.
Yeah, this feels like
This is wrong. This is not how they should sound. This is like, we are.
The youth of a nation.
Oh boy. Oh no, you didn't have to change tempo there, sweetie. Sweetie, you were doing fine.
Yes, he did.
Oh, I hear the full theater.
All
kid.
good show tune songs change tempo.
Okay, this is like every Panic song played at once.
What does this have to do with the Star Spangled Banner? Or the American?
For new American freaks, I don't know.
Sure.
It's land of a brave, home of the freaks.
Wow.
That's just what my house says.
Wow, it's really amazing how they managed to keep it fresh after so many decades.
Fall Out Boy did this better with I'm an American Psycho, she's an American Beauty.
I hate that song too. I love that album, I just hate that song.
That's fair.
I can guarantee you this
Do you
is
hate
going
it?
to appear in like the next High School Musical-esque movie. Because it's just inoffensive enough and just teenage enough that it gets to be played.
I disagree, this song is very offensive.
It's audially offensive. Oh, and that like that guitar solo trying to sound like Queen. I don't like that.
Yeah, that was pretty rough. It didn't quite hit the right highs.
No.
Eris, I've noticed a theme that throughout tonight we've either had breakup songs or songs about trying to be teenagers. Is 2022 just invoking a midlife crisis in everybody?
I would be
guess.
surprised.
Well, the next songs were, yeah. Oh god, we'll get to that midlife crisis later.
Oh, I'm excited.
Yes, Panic at the Disco, the mass hysteria.
Oh boy. Yeah.
I mean, I guess recently that's not wrong. The average person on the internet seems to want to, like, get worked up into a frenzy while listening to them, so...
Oh god. That just imagined me the kind of incel who would use this as their, like, radicalization point.
I like how everybody in the comments is just like coping and being like, remember, like we swore to listen and we're just gonna shake it up and it's gonna happen. The instrumentals on this new album are insane. What?
That's
Insane in how poorly they're produced? Yeah, I agree.
They just exist. That's like how insane they are.
I like it better than High Hopes, I gotta say. Not saying it's good, not
Okay.
saying I like it.
I know what
But-
this commenter is actually means, but when I read, so far this album is giving me musical vibes, and I just hear like, yeah, it is in fact music. You can qualify it as music.
It is, you can hear it with your ears.
Well, we still have a few songs to talk about, because, let's just talk about Muse.
about Muse?
A band that I recently got into. And I
Definitely
know
not.
that their
Definitely
modern
not with their new stuff.
discography is not that great.
Definitely not a song that I only know from the Twilight soundtrack. Not at all.
So Muse has been kind of mining that, like, dystopian uprising music for, like, over a decade at this point. And they get backlash for a lot of things. Like, they wrote a orchestral dubstep song in 2012 where they played all the dubstep on their instruments.
Oh my god.
And you know what? With the benefit of hindsight, that song's good. Fuck all the haters.
That sounds good to me.
Sounds
And trust me, there were a lot of fucking haters.
I can imagine.
And I've defended drones at the time, and it soured on me, and I wasn't a huge fan of simulation theory, but now we're just kind of getting to, like, self-parody levels. I don't know, I genuinely think that if I were Matt Bellany, and I was in Muse, and I was part of a record contract that I did not want to be in, and wanted to write songs to get out of my record label that would make my label happy and get me out of my contract, I would have written Will of the People.
Okay, that's fair.
And there are like 3 songs on here that I feel like are worth talking about, and you can choose which ones you want to go back and listen to. Because I'm not really sure which direction I want to take this in. The obvious one is the title track, Will of the People. This is the one everybody's been dunking on, because it sounds like a mashup.
Oh,
okay. Well, now you have me interested.
good place to start.
It sounds like they got a choir to sing The Beautiful People by Marilyn Manson.
Okay.
who is definitely who you want to remind your audiences of in 2022.
Yeah, totally. I'm trying to imagine how that would sound.
So you just have this choir going, "The will of the people, the will of the people."
You're fucking kidding me.
I'm not. And they got the guitar line going, where it's not exactly the same, but it's kind of doing the do 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 do.
Oh my god.
And then, meanwhile, we have the actual, Matt Bellany vocals, which I swear is lifted from some 70s classic rock song that I can't name, all while they're playing, a generic 70s rock song riff, just on top of each other.
That's fantastic.
The people will that this song be over.
True. And the next song was called... I honestly don't remember.
That's a good sign.
That's a good name for a song, I don't remember.
So, I believe this was the second single, but they also released a song called Compliance, which, I don't know. Honestly, the more I listen to this album, the more I like it ironically. So Compliance is it sounds like they took a 90s dance riff. They took a synth riff out of Everybody Dance Now or some shit.
Oh boy, that's a good start.
And started playing it. And then they start singing really generic the government's in control of you lyrics. It's we will force you to comply. Your will your actions are my will.
So that just sounds like Muse is taking a right-wing turn?
Uh-oh, girls.
It's hard to tell, but
They're probably not in
it's very much
actuality, but
it sounds like it's meant for a dance floor. But if I went to a club,
Huh?
I don't want to listen to we will make you comply. The government is controlling all your actions. Wake up, sheeple. Wake up, sheeple. And
fucking,
it's
I never thought Alex Jones core would become a genre.
Waiting for their next
Jones
song, turning the fucking frogs gay.
hey,
The
it's
frogs
just
are gay.
going
The frogs are
crazy at the
gay.
club.
People,
I would dance to that.
don't drink the
I
water.
gotta say.
The frogs are gay.
There's chemicals in the water, turning the frickin' frogs gay.
The frogs are the people. The frogs are the people.
Shit.
I remember the last song on this album I want to point out is, if you guys ever listened to Imagine Dragons and thought, what if Imagine Dragons wrote Bippity Boppity Boo?
What? No. I never imagined Imagine Dragons as Italian. I've never imagined Italians before because I am one.
The song is literally fucking hard rock Bippity Boppity Boo. He's doing the Alakazoo da Bippity Boo.
Oh, I've
bippity
definitely
boppity
heard that
boo.
on TikTok before.
I've never heard that before.
It's over bad dubstep and metal guitars.
Yeah, no, this
And he's
this
just
sounds
singing fucking Bippity Boppity Boo.
this shit rocks. That fucking rocks.
One of my friends told me that this is the only song on the album she liked until I pointed that out to her, and she got really mad at me.
That's
Rightfully
fucking
so.
incredible. So you want us to pick one of those? Those all sound great.
Pick the ones you want to hear most. If you want to hear all three, we can listen to all three.
I want to hear the Bippity Boppity Boo.
I definitely
want
want to hear all three.
We can go for all three.
Alright. Well, that's good. If you can, name what song he's ripping off, other than the obvious one for Will of the People, I would very much appreciate it, because I know your classic rock knowledge is more in tune than mine is.
Sure, I could try. Because when you're saying it, will the people, the will of the people, I'm that sounds familiar.
It sounds like the beautiful people.
I don't remember that.
I mean, if you keep saying it like that.
Immediately, this music video looks like if you fucking placed, LA and its smog in, Russia and put a fucking Soviet bloc there.
No, it's orange, so it takes place in Mexico.
Oh. I don't think Mexico slums look like this.
This is just the beautiful people with, a...
Well, the melody he's singing and the bum ba da 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 dun da 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 like sound very familiar
Yeah,
to me from a
that
different song
does.
too.
But yeah, that is just the riff from Beautiful People. That's just what it is.
Yeah, unfortunately, I don't know.
enjoying
This isn't reminding me of
aesthetics.
anything old rock in particular, Eris.
Okay.
Wow, Mirror's Edge looks so good.
I don't know. Again, the more I listen to this, the more I'm like, I kind of like this ironically. It's
this
very
is a
bad,
bop.
but like,
Yeah, no, I love this. This is great.
It's fine, I guess, but like, I don't know.
I love the corporate clean riot aesthetics. It's like, yeah, it's edgy and anarchist, but it also kind of looks like a video game, so it doesn't get people too excited.
Yeah.
these guys burnt Minneapolis to the ground. Minneapolis no longer exists.
Thank God. Yes, they would just
Anarchist
have.
jackets on, we're cool.
This is like a fucking Toontown cog building, and how fucking like on the nose it is. It's like, oh, there's this big gray Ministry of Truth building.
Yeah, I love it. Oh my god.
I don't see any gray in this video. The only colors are black and orange.
And those fucking Squid Game masks.
Squid Game.
Ooh, I want that
What-
car.
And season 2 of Squid Game has
Fucking-
really gone off in a different direction.
Did Elon Musk sponsor this video? Like, do you fucking want the cyber car put in here?
No, it's not hitting any children. And now they're doing LSD.
Wow, they're really pulling down Hussein. You know how this
those
entire
statues are our
video's
history.
this entire video's fucking like alleged point is just completely undercut by the fact that these are generic fucking heads they're taking down.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, yeah,
It's-
I agree
it's-
with the fact that Muse is just treading water right now because they're not actually pointing it at, like, you know, very obvious real figures. That's when you know that, like, progressive punk bands have just fucking fallen off when they're not complaining about actual figures anymore. Like, that's why Bad Religion still stays relevant today, because they can actually complain about real figures. Muse is
Oh,
not
yeah.
complaining about anybody here except for, like, a general feeling.
Absolutely.
The government's corrupt. The government's corrupt.
No kidding! Fucking call people out!
But, you know, we won't actually say any names. We don't want to make anybody too uncomfortable here.
Oh god, we don't want to make any enemies in Congress. God. What are they gonna do? Legislate me in 5 years?
They're gonna give him the Dixie Chicks treatment.
I didn't get that.
The Dixie Chicks were canceled by Republicans,
Yeah.
but you'll never hear them mention that.
Alright, I'm ready for compliance.
I'm ready to comply.
Alright.
Love these little Tim
Who is-
Burton-ass children.
Who are these three little gnomes?
Compliance. We just need your compliance.
Just need some lions.
This sounds like a self-parody,
Yeah,
right?
it does.
Yeah.
This is real. Oh, it's Speak No Evil.
This seems like what would happen if fucking Vinesauce Joel tried to write a parody of Muse. Like, I could see him getting out the fucking MIDI keyboard right now.
This is like a bad parody of Muse. Oh my god, they're walking.
And then
The
voices
happy
are
pills!
boring.
Those are the normal pills! That's what Dream had to take!
Oh god, don't take the wrong normal pills.
And they were wearing the mask
Like,
in the
I
last
hate
video.
when-
This is just a fucking, like, Dream tribute album.
This is just straight up another brick in the wall music video.
It is. Oh,
Oh,
I
it
was
is.
gonna make a Doug Walker's The Wall reference in the last video.
Wow, are you really comparing going to school to Nazi Germany, Muse? So Muse, everyone's a Nazi to you?
You can put anyone's face here. Oh, they're really trying to sell those fractured masks, aren't they?
Yeah. But the thing is, it's like the chorus is like goofy enough that it's like kind of fun in an ironic sense, but like the verses are boring. I don't
Yeah.
want to dance to this shit.
Yeah, this is boring, but the dancing
Turn
bits
this
are
shit
fun.
off.
This is all boring. Like, and like I said, this
No, the dance
sounds-
part is like really boring too. Like, but it's like
It's got a beat and you can dance to it.
Like, again, this sounds like more like a fucking complaint about, like, you know, the Democrats just want you to be the same. Like, this doesn't sound like they're complaining about any pressing issues. This just sounds like, oh my god, I can't believe, like, you know, powerful figure is making us do things. Like, that's just...
I can't believe Biden is making us wear masks.
I know, right?
It's kind of camp,
There's
though.
no actual message to this. It's just limp dick complaining.
Yeah.
Oh, now the parking tickets are being thrown in the air.
We're
I can't
not
believe that there are
paying
parking
our
laws in my city.
They took off our masks. Dream face reveal.
Marshmallow face reveal.
You know, none of these people are wearing glasses. It's probably why they couldn't pass their compliance classes.
Yeah.
Is the fucking, like, symbolism in this video supposed to be that, as a society, we're all moving backwards? Like, that's not deep, y'all.
Oh, so deep. 5D, greeny.
It's like, no, I would take my pussy out to this song on the dance floor for parts of it at
Did you
least.
just say you
Because
would
like
Take
it
it
is,
for
it
a
is
walk around.
Did you just say you would take your
it is-
pussy out? That's what I
You gotta
heard.
take it out for a walk every once in a while. Give it some exercise.
that's pussy out music. Oh, my YouTube went straight into Won't Stand Down, which is the next song that I wanted to play.
Whoa, the funeral.
Are those chandeliers on the ground? That's so deep.
It's the Phantom of the Opera.
Everyone in all of these videos looks like they're fucking wearing like a payday mask. Like they don't look like actual human beings.
I think that's the point.
That sucks.
I enjoy it. It looks pretty creepy.
Yeah, but they don't have a point to it.
Oh yeah, no, it's empty symbolism, but it at least looks cool.
Like this scene looks like something straight out of like fucking Force Awakens or whatever. Last Jedi.
Oh, burn!
I haven't even seen those movies, and I know that this is that same fucking fake ass aesthetic.
Okay, lady in the wheelchair is serving though.
What's she serving?
I don't know, but I'm eating it.
She's serving gruel. Okay, that's a cool riff. I'll admit that. But...
Yeah, I enjoy that.
I just can't get over the whole bippity boppity boo. But like, no, I do understand why it's the one song on the album my friend liked.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, this is.
Shit, I forgot Muse was a rock band.
No kidding.
They do got chops.
Dude, this music video sucks.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
I'm like not interested in watching this ironically anymore.
Yeah.
Thank you, Muse, for putting the feelings and processes of the current times into words and music.
They suck.
Yeah. Like, why is this old person even fucking controlling the crowd? Like, we gave no context as to why they exist or, like, what their purpose is.
It's God.
Fuck God. God doesn't have a place in the 21st century. We all know this. Nietzsche fucking Super Saiyan on God and said, you know, yoinky sploinky, I'm gonna fucking, like, I don't know, what's the newest Fortnite dance on you?
I'm gonna floss.
I'm gonna
on
hit the gritty on God, and, like, this is no longer necessary.
Crash. Does God have Riz?
God has Gliz.
Yeah, no,
That's the glizz
the
goat.
rock bits in this are pretty good.
Yeah, if you just strip
Okay, I
away
think I'm getting
all
a
of the
secret.
lyrics, you can get to the instrumentals. Okay, I will say they're trying too hard to be edgy in this bridge.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I mean it's still all pretty goofy, but I enjoy some goofy hard rock. I still enjoy nu metal, so now she's turned into femto.
Now she has black robes on. This means something.
Symbolism.
She also has a mask. Oh my god.
Oh, now she's a Dementor. Oh, the lights were red. Okay, the music was quite good. Those videos were goofy as hell, though.
I'm ashamed that I ever wanted to become a Muse fan.
Now you sated your appetite.
Mm-hmm.
Matthew Bellamy was not putting his whole bussy into those songs.
Only about half that bussy got even ate.
He eats half the bussy.
Saves the other half for later.
Like there are people in on the other side of the world who are starving.
Mom, can we stop for some bussy on the way home? We have bussy at home,
People
dear.
on the other side of the world deserve to eat some bussy.
God.
I was gonna do that line from Eat It of "Don't you know that other kids are starving in Japan?" But then I'm like, maybe I shouldn't mix that with the concept of eating bussy.
Why?
Yeah.
Wait, why not?
I had the same thought.
Wait,
Maybe I
why
shouldn't
not?
have-
I don't get it.
Maybe
I mean, Bo Burnham did the same thing with his line "Swallow, bitch" for children starving in Africa.
Okay, well, if Burnham did it, I don't have to. I don't have to have that sound clip on the internet for me forever.
Alright, well, it's...
There you go.
There's a difference between making a joke about kids starving in Africa and kids starving in Japan, where one is happening much more en masse, and the other's a first world country.
I don't. Yeah, even for the '90s, I don't know if that was an accurate lyric.
I don't think it was.
It's from a Weird Al song.
Weird Al just needed something to rap about food. Oh, God.
I mean, for probably our children starving in Japan, just like there are children starving in
Of
America.
Yeah,
course.
yeah.
But it just hits less hard. It's not as raw of a line. Boy, listening to all this overly edgy music is reminding me that fucking MCR tried to come back last year.
Oh yeah. How'd that go?
Well, no one died at the concert I went to, and I was worried that was going to happen, so...
Okay.
I just wasn't a
you.
fan of their
Yeah.
actual... I should have mentioned this at the beginning, but I didn't remember it because I was busy with my goofy-ass jokes. But, like, what was it? Foundations of Decay? Like, it was mastered so
Yeah.
fucking terribly that I couldn't hear any of the lyrics going on, and it felt like there was nothing to it.
Yeah,
So I
I
didn't care.
understood what they were trying to go for, but I wasn't a fan
No,
either.
I couldn't.
I have
didn't
not
like
heard
it.
any of it, so.
Well, we're down to the last two songs I want to talk about.
Alright, I'm feeling moist.
Nice and
Perfect.
moist. Ready for the next one.
Did you hear that, Eris?
Did you really think we could go an entire year without talking about Dr. Luke?
Oh no. I hoped. I prayed.
Same here, but alas.
Okay, what's up? What are we?
Dr. Lucas Gatieb was biding his time between being allowed to make an acceptable comeback onto the radio after the allegations.
Yeah, I
he-
hate that people can just do that.
What?
He...
What happened?
Oh yeah, he was the one who was abusing fucking Kesha. Yeah.
Oh, we were talking about this last year, weren't we?
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
And now he's
And,
still, producing music because of course he is.
Yeah, but there was a brief while where he wasn't really producing anything, like, super mainstream. He wasn't producing, like, Big Dick Energy or whatever, or Doja Cat's huge songs. And by producing, I mean walking into the studio and then putting his name in the credits and leaving.
Yeah, that's what I assume.
And then getting all the money from. But, during that time, he was working with Kim Petras, who
Yeah.
is probably one of the more famous trans musicians in the world. Well, probably is now that Unholy was, like, actually a huge hit.
Yeah, surprisingly big
Which
hit.
also doesn't have Dr. Luke on it, so thank God.
Oh, good.
But,
I can feel better about that.
he was working with her a lot. It just kind of was in between years, just kind of filling his time, making sure he didn't get rusty. And recently she re-signed onto his record label, and she's been getting a bigger push. And they've been trying to push her stuff on TikTok, and most of it hasn't really worked out except for Unholy, which again doesn't have him on it. But over the summer, they released an EP together called Slut Pop.
Off to a great start.
I would be delighted about that name if Dr. Luke was not attached to it.
Yeah, it's very much like, especially knowing that, well, he's most likely a rapist, but like also knowing that like he kind of pushed that persona onto Kesha, and that wasn't really her idea.
Yeah.
It makes me think of a one BoJack Horseman quote from Diane, who's like, I mean, obviously, I'm a fan of her early work, which both satirized and celebrated youth culture's obsession with sex, but I do wonder as a third-wave feminist if it's even possible for women to reclaim their sexuality in this deeply entrenched patriarchal society, or if claiming to do so is just a lie we tell ourselves so that we can more comfortably cater to the male gaze. But on the other hand, I worry that conversations like this often dismiss her as a mere puppet of the industry, incapable engaging with these discussions herself, and infantilization, which is itself a product of the deeply misogynistic society we live in. And yeah, I think that quote sums up all of my thoughts on slut pop. Well,
now, did you memorize that, or did you have that in front of you?
I had that pulled up on Tumblr. I should memorize it because the amount of times it's applicable is really fucking
often. That was impressive either way. You got through that quite well.
Yes, congratulations.
That's all I want to talk about with slut pop besides the actual music itself.
How's that music, though?
Kim Petras is not a great lyricist.
I think we kind of got a bit of that on Unholy. I don't know how much of that she wrote, but...
Well, most of her lyrics, she just drops brands. Yo, daddy, daddy, if you want me, drop that addy. I got Gucci and Versace.
Yeah.
All she wants is Prada and Chanel. Whatever. She has one song called Homework, which is about how you used to let me copy off your homework, and I'll never forget that.
Wow, that's kind of sweet, actually.
I can't believe it. They let me do a very common high school activity with them. I'm going to, marry them in my brain.
I think that this doubly applies to Kim Petras shouldn't be writing what's essentially smut lyrics.
Oh, no.
Sure.
Especially in the age where, we have a lot of women who aren't being produced by Dr. Luke writing very sexual lyrics.
And doing it well.
Yeah, we have Cupcake dropping bangers like, his dick's smaller than my toes, I'd rather ride Squidward nose.
That is very good.
Aisha Erotica's, doing the whole, slut pop thing better.
I don't know if the same genre, but, we got, Thought Shit and, man,
yeah.
why can I not remember?
Yeah, Megan Thee Stallion.
Yeah. Why can I not remember the
WAP.
big... WAP. Yeah, we got WAP.
Pornhub released a Christmas album.
Did?
Good.
Which I listened to.
You did?
Is it any good?
No, of course it wasn't. Why the fuck would that be good?
I didn't think so, but that would have been a fun
Look,
surprise.
you never know. We got fucking Ram Ranch and what's the other fucking meme porn song with dragon dildos and shit.
Did
there ain't
Bad
no
Dragon release a song?
there ain't no cock like horse
There's
cock.
no cock like horse
we've gotten some good fucking.
Rub my dick inside a sock.
Yeah, exactly. We've gotten some
did
good porn songs before. We might got a new one out of Pornhub.
Okay, I fucking, I've told Eris this story. Eris sent me that song after I watched Sorry to Bother You, which was, good vibe. Which it then got onto my shuffle, so I then had the amazingly surreal experience of, my coworkers were having, a big-ass blowout yelling fight, and I, in my headphones, was just there's no cock like horse cock. So that thank you for that experience.
They're arguing over which breed of horse is, more pleasurable or not.
Man, that probably would have been a more pleasant day at work.
I got introduced to bowling, was it Bowling for Soup's 1985 through a porn music video for hentai.
That's incredible. It's a good song.
Outstanding. So I would like to point out that Kim Petras's previous entries into this smut pop lyricism included a song called Death by Sex, where the chorus is her yelling, "Death by sex, 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 sex." That song sucks.
That sounds like it sucks.
And it sounds like it could be counteracted with resurrection by erection.
I cast
Anyway.
Resurrection Erection.
Anyway, I did not listen to all of Slut Pop, but someone on Twitter told me to listen to this song, so I did. This song is called XXX, so it's
Okay.
already not a good start. The chorus of the song is just kind of a derivative 2000s dance beat that gets really tiring before the 2-minute song is over. And it starts with a chorus where she says, I wanna X X X X X X X X X X X. I'll make it X X X X X X X X X X.
Ma'am, that's too many X's.
This just seems like one of those parodies where it's like fucking oh god, I just had his name. Stephen Hawking's like fucking computer gets stuck. Like that's what it seems like a parody of.
Simpsons gag.
Yeah, it's not even a Simpsons gag. This is a Family Guy gag.
Oh.
I do kind of like the one line, legs in the air, it's a stick 'em up.
Okay, that's pretty good. That's I haven't heard that before.
I'm not I don't really know why do a line on your dick, it's a pick me up.
Yeah, no, you need to follow like the legs in the air stick me up with something about how you need to put the cum in the bag and I am the bag.
That's quite good.
Pretty much. Sex me out how you wanna, sex me how you like. I wanna XXXX. She says the word X more time than Superorganism told you to put down her phone.
Sex me in the morning, sex me in the evening.
If only she contacted Superorgasm instead of Superorganism. God.
Okay.
Oh, that's what I'm calling it in the YouTube.
Nice.
Timestamp Superorgasm.
Okay. We don't have to put this comment in the video because I don't think it's a nice one from me. But like, she looks like every single fucking like trying too hard pop star from the 2000s.
She kind of does.
She looks like
that's kind of her
shtick. Like every TikTok influencer. Like,
I mean, it looks a lot worse on this than she normally does. But that is
like, look, girl,
you live your called her a walking Barbie doll as like her persona, and it's like,
I guess like, girl, do your truth, fine, but it's also just like, I don't know, it doesn't feel like you're owning it in any way. It just feels like you're doing it. I'm already put off.
She's trying to do Madonna, and
this is the worst beat. This is the worst beat I've ever fucking heard.
What, you don't get turned on by bwap 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 bwada?
This is like the fucking okay, what's coming to my brain is this is the female equivalent of fucking I'm too drunk, I'm blanking.
I'm thinking
what's
of
the
LMFAO,
fucking song that like that one guy on Reddit he said he fucked to?
Seabats?
Yes, this is the fucking female equivalent of Seabat.
She's like doing the sexy faces in the camera, but she really just looks like she's kind of nervous.
Like, I can just hear the fucking...
It's just, in a world where Slater and Aisha Erotica exist, no one needs to listen to this.
Yeah, my brain is already poisoned by VTubers. I don't need this.
I also love how the music video is the same 5-second loop.
Yeah, it took me a bit to realize that.
Yeah, you pointed that out to me, and now I'm angry. I got angry at, like, the fucking last year's thing with that one dude with his shitty music.
Is she saying XXX, I'm naked?
Yeah, she is. It's...
She's not.
There's nothing interesting to...
She's saying, I'll make it, not I'm naked.
Oh, it sounds like I'm naked. I don't know. This sounds like the fucking same problem that AC/DC has, where every single song is about sex, drugs, rock and roll, or all three.
Yeah.
And it's not even fun. It's like songs about sex should be fun.
Yeah, they should be. The fucking first comment. These lyrics are so powerful and deep, I'm sitting here crying my eyes out because I'm overwhelmed by emotions. Finally, a song to play at the church. Someone just straight up commented, "You're going straight to hell, demon."
Oh. Man, and the sad thing is, that's probably like someone being transphobic when there's so many other problems that you could have with someone like Kid Petras.
Yeah.
They could be sex repressed.
True, yeah. Well,
it's hard to tell. There's so many parts of his song conservatives will hate for no reason, and none of them will be the fact that it sounds like dog shit.
Yeah, exactly. It sounds like dog shit and was produced by Mr. Fuckboy.
I think it's time to wrap this up. So
Alrighty.
I think now is the perfect time to talk about domestic abuse.
Oh yeah, lovely.
Oh, just like the joke I made in the last year's video that didn't land.
Oh,
I
crash. That wasn't a joke. We're talking about domestic abuse.
Now it's real.
So, I really don't want to get into it, but there's kind of a certain thing that happened this year that kind of is casting a big shadow over the song that we're about to talk about.
Oh, that sucks.
And that is, I am of course talking about the Johnny Depp and Amber Heard trial.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And
I figure we don't need to go into it in detail. People can look that up. This is the jokey, funny
Yeah.
video.
yeah,
You can look elsewhere
I'm just
for
gonna-
your news, but for context.
Yeah, I wasn't really following it, so I'm not gonna take a side over who's definitely right or who's definitely wrong. If I had to guess, we're probably both shitty people. I don't really care. I think the biggest issue is you know why I wasn't following it?
Why is that, Eris?
Because it's none of my fucking business.
Exactly. I actually do not want to hear anyone's fucking private legal issues aired out for the entire country.
Yeah.
The reason everybody made it their business is because they want real life examples of things to be iconic, like it's some sort of fucking movie.
Exactly.
People wanted Johnny Depp to be innocent so that he could be the public face of male domestic abuse victims. But I don't know.
That's not how real people work, unfortunately, even if they're famous.
Exactly. And it just kind of turned it into Twitter stan wars over which side could do no wrong when it's somebody else's divorce. And they did this all on purpose, don't get me wrong. Johnny Depp paid the Daily Wire shit, whatever shit,
Oh, yeah.
tons of money to promote run articles smearing Amber Heard.
Mhm.
I hate that. I guess I hate that he has copycats.
Oh. Does he?
So there is a country song that came out that was also on Todd in the Shadows,
Yep, okay, now I know where you're going with this.
and it's called "Truth About You" by Michael Tenpenny.
Isn't that just called a dime?
Basically.
And I feel to do my due diligence, there are technically 3 ways to analyze the song. He's basically talking about his experience with his ex, and I don't know him, so I don't know what's true or not, because it's none of my
Yeah.
business. But while listening to the song, what I want to do scientifically is listen to it and analyze it as if everything he's saying is true, and then listen to it and analyze it as if everything he's saying is false and he's a liar. Assuming that everything he's saying is false and that he is lying about his ex because he's mad at her and wants to get revenge or whatever, then I think the song is very obviously bad and we don't need to talk about it.
Mhm.
So I only want to analyze the song under the assumption that he's telling the truth, because even so, I think he fucked up.
Yeah, he didn't do a good job.
I can't believe she gave me back rubs and treated me so nicely.
Basically, it's a bad breakup, and he's talking about his girls going around saying things that he's claiming aren't true, and that it's ruining his reputation. And he's mad at her. So the main premise of the song is that if she doesn't stop telling lies about him, he's gonna go and tell the truth about her. That being said, he also released a song very much insinuating that she's a liar and making up shit about her and that she's done really bad things, including getting mad at him every time he's texted by anybody who isn't her. So I don't know, it sounds like he's already starting to spill those beans.
Yeah.
He's not.
Beans were pretty loose.
Why'd you spill your beans?
Nothing's worse than loose beans.
Oh, God.
Also, that's just straight up a threat.
Yeah.
If you want to make yourself look like the good guy in an abuse situation, I wouldn't go around threatening the other person. Maybe that's just me.
Yeah. Not exactly making yourself look good.
I could be crazy. One of the big lines in the chorus, too, is he starts the chorus by singing, "Yeah, there's two sides to every breakup. One's a lie and one's the truth." And I'm like,
No.
as a neutral observer, I know that's not true. There's three sides to every story. I guess it's like some sort of like...
Yeah, it's like a twist on that, but it's not a clever twist.
It's like an appeal to emotion or some shit. Like, I understand the logical appeal he's trying to do, but like, as a mostly logically oriented person, I think sometimes, at least I'm trying to be for the sake of like analyzing this, he's trying to build trust, and it's like, yeah, my side's true. And it's like, well, as someone who doesn't know you, I don't know that what you're saying is true. I've honestly never heard of you until this song started getting big. And the fact that you're just kind of asserting your side as true like this, and like everything she says is wrong, it's like, I guess it's what you have to do, but there's no self-awareness.
So you're basically saying that this entire song is like watching Congress try to debate each other.
Burn.
I was saying that the song was like watching the Johnny Depp Amber Heard trial, or reading about it on Twitter.
Okay, fair. Yeah, I lost the plot.
Pointless misery porn over people who we don't even care about.
Gosh.
I don't know, and that's the thing, is all the people who like the song, if you go to the YouTube video and read the comments, it's like, thanks, my wife was a bitch and she was ruining my life, and it was so good to like see that this is happening to someone else. I'm so glad that male domestic abuse victims are like finally getting representation or whatever. And
This
it's just
is not good representation.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why it's like, we could talk about the politics of the song or what we think is going on, but ultimately, like, even if we wanted to, we'd have no way of knowing, just because none of us know these people. So we can just talk about, like, dude, your persuasive skills suck.
I think for tons of breakup songs where it's like, yeah, my girlfriend did something really shitty. Yeah, I mean, I guess we kind of accept them as, like, true in, like, the narrative of the song, but it's always kind of, like, detached.
Mm-hmm.
We assume that even if it's a true story, it's still a story.
Yeah, exactly.
He's not grabbing the microphone and going, hey, please listen to me. Everything I'm saying is 100% true. This is a nonfiction song.
Yeah.
It's a little too on the nose.
Which-
It's not believable.
It's just kind of uncomfortable.
Yeah, a little too... Maybe he told a little bit too much of the truth.
It also doesn't help it's like a boring country song.
Yeah.
The image I've had in my mind every time I've heard this song is like going to a country show, and there's a dude in a big cowboy hat with his acoustic guitar on stage, and he's like, all right, this next song is very deep and personal to me, and it's going to be a little bit slow, so I want y'all to sway back and side to side. I want y'all to get your lighters out and swing them back and forth in the air, and to start swinging them back and forth in the air, and he's like, I'm blackmailing my ex. Whoa.
Yeah, that basically is it.
I mean, I think we've gone from, like, you know, sad girl breakup song to angry man breakup song. That's what this list has compiled today.
Angry middle-aged white dude breakup
Yeah.
song.
And I
exactly.
gotta say, I have a little less... I'm not saying that middle-aged men can't be angry about their breakups with good reason. I just gotta say, I have a little less, like, knee-jerk sympathy, and I'm less likely to side with them on instinct.
I just gotta say, if they're not threatening to send a pipe bomb, I have no interest. There's
We all
no
know what your
action in that
fetishes
story.
are.
I'm sorry, what?
Well,
Hold on.
this just reminds me of Theory of a Dead Man making, like, breakup songs where he, like, calls his wife a bitch or whatever. And, like, in an interview, he was asked, a lot of people say that, like, you're misogynistic and that you hate women. And his response was, look, I'm talking about a woman. I only ever talk about one woman who was my ex, who was really mean to me, not trying to extrapolate to all women. And then you go listen to the song we're talking about, and you want to know what he fucking says in the song?
Does he say all women are whores or something terrible like that?
He says all girls are the same. Because of course he fucking
She
does.
says you can't make a wife out of a ho-oh.
But you can out of a Lugia.
Damn, you can.
Yeah, you're doing a really good job of convincing me you're only talking about one woman when you say all girls are the same.
Good job. Good job. It's the worst anyone's ever done it.
Anyway, I kind of lost the plot a bit.
That's alright. I zoned out a little bit. I was like, let's find the funny in this. And then it was like, oh no, there's no funny. It all just sucks.
We Amber heard you out, so let's Johnny Depp our toes into this music.
Bye, guys. I'm out. The fact that he's handcuffed in the video.
Get it? It's like how
Yeah.
he's literally in prison because of the lies she's been telling about him. Wait.
Yeah, it seems like it's trying to sound sweet, but it's like not.
Yeah, this is very much just like a boring-ass country song. Now I'm just gonna be imagining that they asked for his statement and he just started fucking singing.
Yeah, it kind of sounds like he's already trying to tell the truth about her.
We need a
so
confession.
like,
He starts singing.
Yeah, there's two sides to every breakup.
God, and yeah, he's crooning. He's making it sound like a love song, and that's not the vibe.
Yeah, this sounds like a boyfriend country love song.
I'm gonna threaten you, and then I'm gonna immediately do what I threatened to do. Yeah, and he's like, call it even, call it truce, you lying bitch.
I really do want to assume that it's like, yeah, this dude's just telling the truth and, like, take him at face value. It's just, everything about this is telling me, yeah, this dude's fucking lying.
Yeah.
I'm voting him out in Among Us.
Yeah, if nothing else, he's trying way too hard. He's like, feel sorry for me, feel sorry for me!
He's taking a fucking polygraph!
it's also the same fucking polygraph. Like,
like,
it's the
I
same GIF
pinky
repeated on every
promise.
loop for 2
Y'all
seconds.
know polygraphs don't work, right? Also, why are they taking his blood pressure?
Why are they not taking my blood pressure?
Also, why
Mine
is she
feels
not
high right
taking
now.
hooked up to a polygraph?
I think that might be the alcohol. Alright,
So-
how are we gonna bring this one home, Eris?
Also, wait, hold on. Let me just also point out that the last fucking line that's not in parentheses for this song is, I don't want to tell the truth.
Good job. Good job, everybody.
Sure you don't. So, that's all of the bad songs I wanted to talk about for this year. I hope you found something horrible to entertain you.
Yeah, I found a couple good things. Now I want to go listen to Superorganism, so...
I just want to be...
So I just want to ask, what did you guys think was the worst song I showed you, just for prosperity?
I mean, I would...
Tip of my tongue. Tip of my tongue, that one was the worst. That one, like, made me actively angry, so...
I would say that probably Star Spangled Banger made me feel the most confused, and I was just like, why does this
Star
exist?
Spangled Banger.
This just sucks. Like, that one just made me feel like this has no right to exist. Like, the other ones mostly made me feel nothing. Kim Petras made me feel confused and kind of, like, annoyed that, like,
Yeah.
just something that basic
It
was
didn't make you
fucking...
feel horny?
No, not really.
No, that would have made me happier.
Just kind, yeah.
That one mostly just made me feel kind of sad.
Yeah, I was just like, oh, this is so... I can't describe... It's just so cringy. Like I said, it's the female version of fucking Seabat. So... And then the Muse songs, for everything I don't like about them, they at least made me feel upset.
I liked those. Those were, like, legitimately rocky and fun to listen to.
I didn't have so much fun.
You're upset that the government wants your compliance!
Yeah, but otherwise, like, I would say that this year's list of shit songs didn't, like, raise my blood pressure the way that last year's did, because, like, all of these are just, like, generic shitty breakup songs, or, like, bad radio hits. Like, there's nothing, like,
Nothing
deep
really
in here
offensive
that's
on
just,
it.
like, this is offensively bad from every musical angle possible.
Well, I'll try harder to look next year, but...
I'm not
Yeah,
saying
do
that you
your
didn't...
best.
I'm not saying you didn't do your best. I'm just saying that, like... 2023's like it didn't even it tried so poorly that we didn't even get something we could say much about. It's like when you watch some old Mystery Science Theater like episodes and like they get movies that are just so shitty they have nothing to say.
Yeah, it's like even the episode is tainted by how boring it is.
Yeah, they need something that's like
Yeah, that's-
like audaciously bad to comment about.
Which bodes well for how this video will turn out.
That's true. I mean, I really tried with Panic at the Disco and Muse, but...
I mean, I
No,
would say those did invoke the most emotion out of me, so...
Confusion and anger, the only two emotions you need. All right, do you have any way you want to close this before my back gives out?
No, other than I hope that you'll come back and listen to us ramble again next year.
Hell yeah.
And that, well before I've recorded this, I've already posted my best songs list, which is no commentary, it's just samples of like 50 of my favorite songs of the year, but I think you should go listen to all of them, because they're all fucking great.
All right. Please join us again next year when we review Kanye's new album, My Struggle. Good night, everybody.